I step, something in my jeans. And FOI, you know that's the team, huh?
Peace. This is your brother Aidan X, and welcome to the processing class. Can you go in details like why Christianity, didn't do for you, what the Nation of Islam did for you?
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Christianity, I actually did grow up in the church since I was, I want to say 6. I want to say younger than that. But, growing up in the church, I didn't really understood anything, I used to always want to go to the children's side with the children's show where everybody, while the grown-ups is it's in the sanctuary and everything. I wanted to be with the children, we eating snacks, we playing games, we doing art. I didn't want to be on the grown-up side. Then I got older to a point I couldn't be over there no more. So I was forced to go to church, and I didn't understand nothing the pastor was saying. Everything was just, what's the word I'm looking for? Like he dragged his words out, everything was just too soothing, I never really paid attention. Like I didn't even want my friends to come over my house because, mom said you gotta bring your church clothes. Mom said you gotta go to church too. And when we in church, I go right to sleep or be on my phone. So and not even just that, I didn't feel I was learning anything. Like the only time like I felt church was a burden on me because I used to get in trouble a lot in school. And I already knew Sunday come, everybody looking at me crazy because my mom done told the whole church what I did. They all looking at me crazy. They all judging me, So I kind of deviated away from that. And then, I was actually real young, but it just wasn't doing anything for me. I actually was in a church and I used to get in trouble a lot. And it was the youth minister. And, he kind of abused me in a way. He publicly humiliated me. When I used to get in trouble, he used to make me go in like this one part of the sanctuary and hold phone books. I'm lying, it's not phone books. They were 2 Bibles. It was 2 big behind Bibles. And he used to make me hold them. And people would come, I would be crying, sweating, snot down my nose, and they would come record me and stuff like that. All because I got in trouble. Like nobody actually sat down and talked to me to figure out the problem and why I was doing what I was doing, So I kind of like when stuff like that, I just kind of deviated away from the church, There was a lot of stuff going around in the church and all that. People would outside the church, everybody went back to their old ways, and when they come to church, everybody a whole different person. Yeah. And yeah, I didn't like that. I couldn't stand that. So I just left, and like I said, nothing really made sense to me. Like I was just repeating what other people were saying, but if you repeat what other people say and you start to say it out loud and you start to think to yourself like, what did that even mean? Like what is like who told me that? Who said this? Who said that? You start questioning things. Rather than being a nation of Islam, everything is right and exact. If you want proof, you want the facts, you'll get it, 100%. And with being a nation is more, like I'll be telling people, it's more than, being religious, more than being calling myself a Muslim. It's a way of life, And a nation, we don't take nothing for granted. Like we don't play with this. Like this is not a joke. This is real life. Yeah, we're all striving to be better than who we were, but that's the idea that we're working towards perfection. And being in the nation, it literally changed my whole life. I'm just sitting here thinking and just seeing how I used to be living a savage life and coming in the teachers now, and like my whole life been turned around. So all praise is due to Allah for that.
Yes, sir.